Welcome back, and in this video we are going to be talking about Sargak. He is a chaotic piercer. He is a marksman that does single target range damage, but he does do multi-strike. His basic attack does do damage to one enemy, prioritizing airborne units, and it goes up to 120%. First we'll go over kind of his look. He looks pretty cool. Yeah, he's got a dagger on, or no, that's like a pick on his back, maybe a brute scythe. Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of weapon that is. It looks like a pick with a blade. He throws spears. That is his form of attack, and they are serrated blades. He's got these things coming up over top of him for some reason. This skull on his back, bunch of skulls on his leg, and a mohawk. Yeah, he does not look like somebody that he would be pleasant to run into in an alley. That is for sure. He keeps his way lit. Yeah, he looks pretty cool. He looks very brute-ish. So his talent, let's see, ruthless orc general whose violent nature led him to slay friends and foes alike. He throws spears with unerring accuracy. Okay. Each attack has a 25% chance to trigger Blood Spear, inflicting bleed on the target. If the target is already inflicted with bleed, Blood Spear ignores 50% of their defense. So, he attacks very fast, so this is good. He is still good to run with an extra bleeder because of the fact that if they're already bleeding, he's just ignoring 50% defense. That is a ton of defense ignored. We've already gone over his basic, which is, you know, up to 120% damage to one enemy in range. So his ultimate, when it's activated, because it is a manual ult, reduces 10% of current HP per second. So chaotic, he does get more stuff for being lower health. We'll go over that in one of his passives coming up. But it reduces his defense by 30% and increases attack by 35%. Additionally, each basic attack lands 2 consecutive strikes. So he starts throwing 2 spears instead of 1. So this goes up to 240% damage. Plus 35% attack. So he does a ton of extra damage from just activating his ult. It more than doubles his damage. It is only active for 15 seconds. It can go up to 20 seconds with skill ups. We'll look at Awakenings later to see if that increases any farther. So, his passive number 1 increases attack speed by 6 for every 1% of HP lost. This does not have a cap. So, yeah, I mean, and that goes up to, let's see, 10. So he could have up to what? Let's see, calculator. So, 99 times 10, 990. Yeah, I guess if he's at 1% health, he could be at an extra 990? I don't know. Provides a greater reduction in attack interval based on the attack speed. So he does gain a specialized attack speed as well. And it is stronger when he's at lower HP. His passive number 2, when the target's HP is below 40%, the hero's damage increases by 10%. If they're already inflicted with bleed, Blood Spear will inflict immobilized state, which stops them from moving for 2 seconds, and it can be triggered up to 1 time every 5 seconds. this is solid for like elite units, not bosses, but elites that are moving towards, even bosses, I guess, if they're not immune to that, that's solid. So he does also get an arena passive, as most chaotic units do. His arena passive is increases damage in the arena by 15%. He is solid in my single target arena. He is in my chaotic comp. Let's see. Let's see. Do I have... Can I see this? No? Okay. Yeah, but we'll look at this. Single target. We'll go to Apex Overlord. He's he's number 14. Overlord, he is 15. Yeah, so I use him in my team. It is not currently single target arena, otherwise that's where I would show him. But, you know, such is life. So let's look at mine. I do have him, hence the fact that I could show him. I have him a 1 at that. So let's go over his awakenings. Well, actually, first, let's look at his base attributes. So he's got pretty low base attack, 3,800, but he attacks fast. He's got a 2-second attack interval, and that goes down quite a bit. So, let's see. 12 to deploy. He is cheap. Equal on magic and defense. Magic reduction and defense. And he's got attack rage regen of 10 and auto of 14. So, skills, I have him completely maxed out because I do use him pretty often. His awakenings. His A1, during the effect of Bloodshed Fury, if the hero's HP is below 50%, additionally increases attack by 10% and reduces defense by 10%. So, during the ultimate, he does gain an extra 10% attack. So this puts him up to, I believe, 55 attack instead of just 45 with skill ups. And an extra, so he's down 40% defense and 55% attack, I believe. So that's his A1. A2, attack 300. Solid. A3, Blood Spear deals 50% increased damage to elites and bosses. Awesome. So that just increases his damage more so. A4, crit rate 8%. This, in my opinion, is pretty useless. This should be penetration. Penetration, or, I mean, if they did a decrease skill cost or decrease cost for him, that would be huge. He would be real quick to get out at A4 at that point. But, I mean, with a 12 cost, that'd be kind of redundant. Pierce, or yeah, penetration would be a little bit redundant too with his bleed, with his bloodshed, or his ultimate, no, talent. Crit damage wouldn't be bad here, I guess. So, A5. A4 is a little bit of a wash, to be honest. I don't really like this A4. A5, when any unit, including allies and enemies in range, dies, increases attack by 1%. Attack will be increased by an extra 1% if the unit is killed by the hero. Increased attack is capped at 20%. So, 20 units die within range of him. He's just got a permanent 20% increase attack for that fight. I mean, that's okay. That's not going to do anything for him for arena, really, just because there's not that many units. But I could see that being useful in places. So let's look at places to use him. Resource raid, sure, why not? He does damage. Promotion raid, same thing. Gear raid, Gear Raid 1, there's too many units for him. He is a single target unit. Gear Raid 2, I suppose he could do the damage there to do it, but I don't know. That's a little iffy. Gear Raid 3, yes, he can be used. Gear Dungeon 1, not really. That's more of a magic damage. Gear Dungeon 2, I mean, I suppose, but I don't really see him being used there. Guild Boss, he can be used here in a Chaotic or Piercer comp. Chaotic comp would probably be better for him. But yeah, he can do damage here. Let's see. I don't think there's going to be any comps that have him. But he could very well be useful there. He does bleed. He does do a lot of damage. So he could be solid there. Titanic Ruins, he does damage. He does a lot of damage, so he could be handy there. The only problem is he's chaotic, so he likes to be low HP. And Samurai will kill him if he's low HP. Mortal Codex, he is useful in the Furious Torrent. He does a lot of damage. He can be useful in Styx. I imagine he is on a popular hero list here because of his attack speed. Yep. Let's see. And those are pretty much the only two Immortal Codexes he's useful in. Faction Trials, he can be useful in the Piercer comp. There is no Chaotic Faction Trial, so there's that. Tide, he doesn't build BP too bad, so he could be useful there. And Void Rift, he is handy there. And Arena, he is amazing in single target Arena. Let's see. Yeah, so we'll go ahead and use him in Gear Raid 3. We'll do a quick run here. Let's replace her with him, and let's throw him in this gear. This isn't his best gear. He would probably do better. Actually, yeah, let's see. He's probably going to do better in this gear because this is taking advantage of his attack speed. He's dropping quite a bit of other stats. But let's see. And Spirit Siphon, I don't think he has an exclusive. I'm not going to look for it. It would be something with a spear. I can tell you that much. Oh, let's see. You need some gear. That'll work. And let's go ahead and get into it. So, actually, you know what? We're going to place her. We're going to 2 times this. I'm going to try using him over here.
Even blind, I strike true.
Alright, and let's go ahead and do that. We'll do this.
Let shadows can't hide you.
And let's see how this goes. This will be interesting.
Are you ready?
So let's go ahead and ult with him early on.
Here I escape. Here I come.
Let's go ahead and do that. I mean, he's... This is obviously with Power of Dominance on, so there is that.
I'll serve you right. Shall we dance?
Alright, just barely made that. You can come up here. Go ahead and do this stuff. You do your thing. You can come off the field now. It'll be interesting if he can cover this side. we'll go ahead and put him down just to help out a little bit. And let's see. Yeah, you see how fast he's attacking now? Let's go ahead and ult with him. And look at this. He is just massive.
Bleeding evil drop.
Alright, so that one's gonna get through. That's fine.
Silently.
If I had a little bit faster attack speed on her, we would have been golden.
I'll serve you right.
Oh well. So 2 got through. He covered that side all by himself, which is kind of crazy for a single target unit.
Feeds my crusade.
Okay, good. I didn't reapply my fix. Yeah, so he did about the same amount of damage as Silas. Now Silas only attacked the boss, so Silas was all at once, whereas his was just, you know, there at the end. But yeah, I mean, he is a really good damage dealer. He's not as good as Silas in something like Guild Boss. Let's pull
Whose blood is
and do a quick
this?
just play test between the 2 of them. What we will do is we'll put Silas here,
I
Sargak
strike true.
over here. That way we could do this,
The doll is ready.
this,
Dance with me.
see if that works. We'll wait for both of them to ult until she's all ready.
All shadows can't hide you.
Alright, let's see how this goes. See if he doesn't die. Yeah, he died right there. So he definitely needs Cardillion to do really well. And I mean, honestly, that difference in damage, it's a little telling, unfortunately. So let me fix this before I forget. Ares, go ahead and get your butt back in there. Alright, so yeah, that'll do it for this. Sargak is on the banner right now. He just went live today on the banner. He has been in the pool for a while, obviously. He is very good. But I am not summoning because I'm just on the hold for whenever they come out with a Nightmare Ancient exclusive. Now, apparently, now this is the first I heard of it, apparently they did confirm it is going to be a fighter, so I mean, it doesn't surprise me. There's so many fighters in here, so that doesn't surprise me at all, but I am curious on seeing what it's going to be. I imagine it'll be a really good unit. Hopefully it'll be a meta-changing unit, and I am going to save for it. Or I'm going to save for Ingrid and Praetus. Whichever one is next, I am quite far from pity, I think. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. Yeah, I'm 16 out from pity. So another month or so of saving and I'll be able to pull 2 of pity, I'm pretty sure. But that'll do it for this video. Sargak is very good. If you get him, I wouldn't be disappointed. Build him out, use him, and yeah, that'll do it for this video. If you got anything out of this, definitely feel free to shoot a like on it. And if you want to see things in the future from me, or you have any requests, definitely comment them down below and subscribe for future videos. I'll see you guys in the next one.